Hello all, hope you are doing fine and well. Today we are going to discuss a model paper and past paper discussion session. So, as the part 1, we are going to discuss the Western Province Year-End Evaluation Paper 2018. Okay, right. So, the first thing that I need to mention when you are doing these questions is make sure that you pause it and you write the answer in a piece of paper, and at the end of this session I'll be discussing the answers as well. So your paper consists of several questions, essay type and context. So we are discussing today only the context questions which comes in the section A. Okay, right. Section A, answer all questions. Read the given extracts and answer the questions given below. This contained 5 marks. Question number 1. Come, come, it's merely nervous, he is certain, but just the same, he draws the curtain. From which text has this extract been taken? Who has written it? B. To which event does the speaker refer? Where is he at the moment? C. What idea is reflected about the speaker from these lines? Take your time and answer. Maybe you can pause the video and write your answers. Let's go to question number 2. Now there's a way and I know that I have to go away. From which text this extract is taken? Who has written it? B. Who is referred to as I? What is meant by there is a way by the speaker? C. What reason can you identify for I to speak in this manner? Let's go to question number 3. There was no insane panic, there was absolute clarity and awareness of what was happening at that moment. From which text has this extract been taken? Who is the writer? B. To which occasion does the speaker refer? Whose ideas are revealed here? C. What is implied by there was no insane panic? Question number 4. In fact, she is like most artists. She is all style. Without any sincerity, she would not sacrifice herself for others. Name the text from which this extract has been taken. Who has written it? Who speak these words? What is the context of the above extract? What is the attitude of the speaker towards the artist which is reflected by this extract? I hope you have written answers. Then let's go to question number 5. Well then, if that's so, the best idea is to get him on our side and get his wife to weave a lot more of that cloth. Part A. From where is this extract taken? Who is the writer? B. Who speak these words? To whom are they spoken? C. Which aspect of the theme is brought out by this extract? The last context question in section A. Do you think I'm afraid of you because you have a large fist and bull's throat? You bourbon. Name the text that carries this extract. Who has written it? B. Who are referred to as I and you in this extract? C. What is the tone of the person referred to as I? Now, before going to the answers, if you missed anything, maybe you can play back the video and write answers before you come to this part. Okay? And once only you have finished writing the context answers, go to this particular section. Now let's check whether you have written the answers correctly. Come, come, it's merely nervous, he's certain, but just the same he draws the curtain. Now from where this line's taken and who has written it? Yes, this extract has been taken from the poem Two's Company by Raymond Wilson. Make sure that you have written the spellings of the writer and the text correctly. Part B. To which event does the speaker refer? Where is he at the moment? So to what incident he is referring to? He responds to the unusual sounds he reheard. Okay, oh here. He is in the haunted house. Okay, you know that. Where was he at the moment? What idea is reflected about the speaker from these lines? He is a boastful and overconfident person who firmly believed that this house was not haunted. However, when he heard the strange sounds, he is frightened. Now, if you have written the correct answer for part A, you can take 1 mark for that. For the part B, here's a printing mistake, of course, you can take 2 marks. And for part C also, you can take 2 marks if you have written the answer correctly. But make sure that you have not committed any spelling errors here. Let's go to the next question. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. Now from where this line is taken and who wrote them? Yes, this line is extracted from the poem Father and Son by Cat Stevens. Who is referred to as I and what is meant by there's a way by the speaker? I is referred to the son. He wants to go out and explore the modern world without listening to his father's conventional ideas. Maybe you have not written the same thing, but if you have written something similar, then your answer is correct. Okay, which has the same meaning, right? What reason can you identify for I to speak in this manner? Who is I here? I is the son. The son is simply tired of his father's conventional ideas of settling down, getting married, thinking that the son would go astray. Okay? So, however, the son believes that he should explore the world and discover the life. So, father thinks that son might go astray, right? Okay, will not go in the right direction, but son, like in the opposite, he wants to explore new things, new worlds, likewise. Okay, so he wants to seek his own identity, right? If you have written something similar, put 2 marks. So here also the same. The first part, if you have written both correct, put 1 mark. Okay, if not, it goes as half mark per each for the writer and the text. Then the other one also the same. So be honest with marking. There was no insane panic. There was absolute clarity and awareness of what was happening at that moment. From which text has this extract been taken? Who is the writer? Now, these lines are extracted from Lahore Attack, an extract from Colin Cowdery lecture by Kumar Sangakkar. B. To which occasion does the speaker refer? Whose ideas are revealed here? The speaker refers to the terrorist attack they faced in Lahore, Pakistan. These ideas are of Kumar Sangakkar and his team members. Okay. Then part C, what is implied by there was no insane panic? So whenever someone faces such terrific incident, people usually act nervously out of fear and trepidation. So it's again the fear, right? Okay, however, they face a situation with more maturity and understanding and took measures to take cover from the attack. So if you have written any similar answer, that might be correct. Okay, right. In fact, she is like most artists, she is all style without any sincerity. She would not sacrifice herself for others. Now, from where this line is taken? Yes, if you know these keywords like sacrifice, likewise, then you need to know that this is from The Nightingale and the Rose, written by Oscar Wilde. Okay, who speak these words and what is the context of the above extract? The student speak these words, he hears the singing of the nightingale and thinks that she will not sacrifice herself for others. Okay, right. Then the part C, what is the attitude of the speaker towards the artist which is reflected by this extract? So what is his opinion? He has a negative attitude for artists and thinks that all artists are of boastful nature and they have no feeling for others. He also thinks that the Nightingale is selfish and will not sacrifice herself for others. But at the end, it happens in the opposite. Please don't mind the numbering, of course, A, B, and C, like it's sort of a printing mistake. Right, the fifth one. Well, then, if that's so, the best idea is to get him on our side and get his wife to weave a lot more of that cloth. Now, as I told you, the keywords weaving and cloth, all these things we can find, especially the keyword weave is found only in one text, that is Twilight of a Crane by Yuzua Junji Kinoshita. The cloth is the Senbauri, as you know. So, who speaks these words? To whom are they spoken? So, Sodo speak these words to Unsu. Now, which aspect of the theme is brought out by this extract? You can see the answer is not printed here though, right? So, the money-mindedness, the selfishness of the people in the money-minded society. Okay, so they want to exploit Sue and exploit their relationship and get the things done. Okay, so if you have written something like that, the answer is correct. Then, do you think I'm afraid of you because you have large fists and bulls trot your bourbon? Now, name the text that carries this extract. Who has written it? This is extracted from the drama The Bear, you know that, by Anton Chekhov. So, who are referred to as I and you in the extract? I means Popova and you means Smirnov. So, what is the tone of the person referred to as I? So, you can see Popova is furious and her tone is aggressive. Okay, so that marks the end of section A, right? So, I will soon put this part 2 where we discuss section B, where the extracts from novels are there, and then the part C where we have the essay type questions. The part 2 actually, right, where you have the essay type questions. So, my email address is here there in the description box. If you want to get your answers marked by me, or if you have any issue to discuss, of course you can drop an email for me, right? I'm always there to help you. Okay, so then have a nice day, right? Keep on practicing and studying.